this is DrGAKMAN here, selling some more items on eBay. These are PlayStation items now. Don't ask me, the big Nintendo fanboy that I am, why or how I got these. But these are original launch Generation 1 PlayStation 1 games. They have the big giant goofy cases. These are cardboard, and this one is a jewel, like a Saturn case, CD-ROM case. This one is Air Combat, which is pre-Ace Combat for Namco. This one comes with black and white instructions, but there is all these come with their original instructions and inserts. There's a registration card on the back from Namco. Oh, wait a minute. Putting this backwards. This is a jewel case. The other two games are NHL Face Off. It's original Sony Computer Entertainment interactive sports line that they had. They didn't even give this one a date. They didn't start dating them until after PlayStation actually was, because they weren't too sure how it was going to go. They didn't start dating them, I think, until '98. So this one came out in '95, but it's considered NHL Face Off '96, but they don't label it '96. They just call it NHL 90 or NHL Face Off. Black and white instructions for this too. Full instructions are there. Has the registration card still in there. These are basically mint, pretty much mint condition. I mean, they're opened, of course, but they're still really good condition for them being Generation 1 PlayStation games. And this one's one that was developed by Sony themselves. This one is Origin Interactive movie game. Wing Commander 3, originally I think a PC game, Heart of the Tiger, but then they made a PlayStation 1 version of it. This one is a long game. It's a lot of FMV, full motion video with it. It's 4 discs long, and all 4 discs are pristine in their original sleeves here. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, and then here's disc 1. Mark Hamill, Malcolm McDowell, a bunch of other really good people. This one has full color instructions. This one, I believe, was published by EA, and even has this Electronic Arts PlayStation ad thing. They were all over PlayStation when it first came out. They hated Nintendo in their own way back then. So this is a collector's item in itself, and it came with this, plus the registration card, little thing where you can buy stuff. Of course you couldn't do it anymore, but buy stuff, Wing Commander stuff, and a reference card for, you know, hotkeys for the buttons and the on-screen display. You know, your heads-up display showing you what's going on. So that's all there, all in its original packaging. All the inserts that were originally there, that's all good. Now I know that there's other people who have sold this before, but it's more used. This is basically unused. It is opened, of course, so however you want to say that, but for the most part these are basically mint condition. Generation 1, very well kept. Don't ask me how I got them, being a Nintendo fan that I am, or why I even have them, or what reason I got them, or whatever, but I'm selling them now. This was my proof that at one point I had PlayStation games. I know that's goofy, but games themselves, I don't know. I mean, Air Combat was pretty awesome for its time, being it pre-Ace Combat. Wing Commander, or Wing, yeah, Commander, there's a following for that, and then this is, you know, I've seen people play this one, but it didn't seem that great. But it is Sony's first foray on their own system when they switched from Sony ImageSoft to Sony Interactive. or Sony Computer Entertainment, for their own line, or their own console line of sports games. So these are, in my opinion, collector's item for the condition that they're in and for their original instructions and everything being good. These are basically for collector's value for people who are big PlayStation nuts, who wanted original Generation 1 PlayStation 1 games. So, happy bidding, and thank you for watching.